just the day he had?
Yeah, just talking about Cam, I mean, he had a great day, obviously. He got 4 hits and got the big hit in the first that gave us the lead, and just, came through with 2 outs and, hit a double. I guess he had a triple, kind of a crazy triple. We could see the ball blowing, and we knew the left fielder was really struggling with it, and that was good to see. But he just didn't, settle for a double. I liked it. He kind of kicked it into gear there. So, yeah, big day for him.
And then for Cahill to come through with 2 outs the way he did there in the ninth, what did you think about that at bat?
Well, the pitch before, he probably got a little too, a little animated with the swing, so to speak. I mean, he let it fly. Might have pulled off of it a little bit. It was a pitch, you could tell he thought he was going to hit it and hit it a long way. And then the next pitch was actually a better pitch. It was a little more away. And but he took a little off his swing and, just stayed on it just enough to kind of hit it towards the end of the bat for a single to left. And, just you got to make some adjustments with 2 strikes, and I felt like he did.
It seemed like it was a frustrating day for you guys. Just, you'd get the lead and then they'd come back. And, I mean, to be able to pull one out the way that you guys did, how does that make you feel?
Interesting that you say frustrating. Frustrating, yes, it was yesterday, honestly, for me, because I just didn't like the way it was going approach-wise. But today, I really liked the way our team competed, even though we were taking the lead, giving it up, tying it up, a couple of times. I just felt like that, man, we were into it. We were swinging the bats a lot better today, and I just really liked the way that we got after it from the first inning on.
Did you get the sense from Hunter that the way his first start went really motivated him this week and going into this game? Was he mad?
I would say that he was highly motivated. I don't think he was mad. I think he was just disappointed that he didn't throw the ball over the plate like he knows he can. I think today you kind of saw how good he can be. When he's on, he's really good. And they have a really good offense. They swing. They make contact. They'll fight you a little bit, and they've got some power, obviously, as they hit like 3 homers today at least. And but Dietz's stuff is pretty electric. And you think about kind of a semi-bad weird hop that got by Kojal, that punched in 2. That would have been the 3rd out. It gave him the lead. There was a kind of a jam shot flare over the infield that started that inning. I think it might have been on an 0-2 count. And so some things didn't go his way, but, I mean, he struck out 9 in 4 innings and, pretty much sat in the mid-90s, even his last inning. We really wanted him to go back out in the 4th, though he threw a lot of pitches in the 3rd, because we're trying to get his pitch count up and built up. And, 80, 85 is what we were thinking, and I think that's about where he was. But I liked what I saw from Hunter today.
You almost had an immaculate inning and a cycle in the same game. What did you think of Parker in that inning and then overall?
Yeah, it was. It was pretty neat seeing the 8 in a row, and then I guess he fouled off that 9th one, hooked it down the line, and then he got him out or whatever. But if we'd had that in the same game along with the cycle, that would have been something else. Obviously, I've never seen it in the same game. I've never been a part of it. Been a part of the 9 pitches, 9 strikes, but in a few cycles, but nothing that special.
Oliver let us know about Ruiz coming out with he said it was a calf, just precautionary.
Yeah, it was tightened up. It was kind of tight. He said it was tight a little bit before the game. Then he got it all loose, and we just don't want to hurt anybody at this time of year. If we can take a little precaution, we are, and it was good to see Turner come in and get a hit, and he made a really nice read on that ball in the 9th too, to run that ball down. As you can tell, he's really fast. Him and Damien are probably about the same speed. They're really fast.
Coach, your top 2 and your bottom 3 in the lineup went a combined 3 for 20 with 9 Ks. What production are you still looking for out of the ends of the lineup?
Well, obviously the end of the lineup's got to get it going. That's about all I can say is they got to get it going. You got a freshman down there that is playing really good defense. You got an older player that, is battling a little bit, and it'd be nice if they'd start really contributing. I think Pompey got a big hit today that drove in a run, and I guess I don't know if they couldn't see the pickoff or not, but the way the umpire worded it was that it was just going to stand. You know, just talking to both of my people over there, they said there's no way that he was out. And even after the inning was over. So that was kind of strange. I'd like to go see that again. Did you guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
Was he out?
Looked like it was going to be whatever was called on the field.
Okay, so it was that close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because I know we've got some pretty good technology that you'd think they'd get a good look. Just as long as I got a good look, I'm good with it. But, you know, who knows where that inning would have gone. That was right after he got the hit, kind of talking about the end of the order guys. You know, so anyway, I'm not going to go crazy over it yet.
With Gibbler and Eves both pitching really well, how nice is it to have a lot of confidence in those guys come in at the end of the game and close it out?
Well, it's good to know that we've got a bullpen full of guys that are going to come in and compete and throw strikes. I don't know if you guys realize this, but between Coyle and Eves, you know, that was 55 pitches, and I heard they only threw like 6 balls between the two of them, which is unbelievable. So our guys are on their toes and they're ready to go in the field, and you know, we played pretty good defense second half of the game.
Hey, you mentioned Turner's play where he ran down that ball in the 9th inning, but then Brumbaugh, I thought he made a really nice play for you for the second out. They're both freshmen. Just can you comment on the defense in the 9th and not really giving Xavier a chance there?
Yeah, I mean, that ball could have dropped in. Christian must have got a pretty good read on that, and then he ran right through that ball. Didn't slow down, didn't think about playing it on one hop. He just went and got it, and you know, I think there was 1 out at the time, maybe. So that was a good play. And then Brumbaugh attacked that ball, and as you've probably figured out, he throws really well, and he can throw from different arm angles, and he threw from down under there, and I made a really nice throw.
Cam, I mean, this is 2 times this year when you think about the Texas Tech game last week where he's really come through for you in the clutch. What does that say about him?
Well, it says that he's very confident. He's got a lot of experience with last year, and you know, he's seen the ball good. You know, he's just you know, you got to be good, but you got to be a little lucky too. You got to hit balls where they're not. I mean, you look at what Helfrich did today. He got 2 hits. Could have easily had 4. He lined out up over the middle, and the second base made a diving play. He's playing out, you know, with a shift, and then he smoked that ball in the top of the 9th or the bottom of the 9th. But you know, Kojal's, he's swinging it good. He gives us some really good at bats, and he'll fight you a little bit, and that's what we like.
You mentioned you've been through a few of these now with cycles. Is there any type of common denominator in a game where a guy gets the cycle?
Yeah, you got to get a triple. That's the hardest thing to get, and he got it. Once he got the triple, you know, then you start thinking about it a little bit. Okay, he's got a chance, and you know, maybe that's why he was running so hard from the get-go.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.